Yeah, Pete designed our shirt that we put out a couple of last summer.
Yeah, it's there behind your head now.
Framed up.
Framed up on the wall. Very proud of it. Don't tell the missus. In collaboration with Peter O Toole. I was in Manchester the other day and your name was on the wall. I sent you a little pic, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Under the Guinness advert you did.
Yeah, big Guinness mural. Can't remember the name of the pub now, to be honest. Pretty big that, though, isn't it?
It's massive. It's on your website. I've been having a little look this morning. So let's just talk a little bit for people who've got no idea who you are. Give us a little sort of description of what you do.
Illustration, I'd say mainly, but it also kind of crosses over into graphic design as well. So, but with the graphic design, I'd say it's more illustrative graphic design. So, gig posters, you'll know.
Yep.
Gig, you're getting your gig posters for every gig you do. I started off doing gig posters for the parish in Huddersfield.
Yeah.
I ran a live art night with my mate Ollie when we were at uni, and it was like a hip hop night. We got his mates to DJ. We got MDF boards we put on the tables, whitewashed them, got sponsored by Posca. People could come in, have a beer, listen to hip hop, draw on the boards. We got graffiti artists in to paint on boards outside. It was proper nice, like good vibe, good night. And through that, a lot of creative people started coming to it, like a lot of musicians in Huddersfield. And also I met a lot of landlords from other pubs who used to come down, and Tommy from the parish came down, and that's how I ended up getting in.
What sort of year are we talking here, Pete? What year would that have been?
This would have been 2007, 8.
You were still at uni then?
I was at uni in Bradford, yeah.
What were you doing?
I was doing graphic media communication, which kind of encompassed graphic design, illustration. You basically had to pick what discipline you wanted to go into, and you focused on that. But the whole course you could do. You might have even been able to do like photography to an extent. But I kind of went down the illustration route. So yeah, we were doing that night. Ended up, I didn't realise at the time, in hindsight now, it was such a good networking thing. I met everyone in Huddersfield. I met the landlord of Bates Mill, where I've been for 16 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I met all different landlords of people who own pubs and stuff that I used to, I'd work for. So I started doing gig posters for Tommy at the parish. And then obviously they're on the wall then. And they didn't pay me much, so you just put your name at the bottom as well. Basically, I did this. It's kind of like meet them halfway. And then obviously all the bands that are coming down there, they're seeing it and they're like, oh, can you do a poster for us? Can you do an album cover for us? This, that, the other. And yeah, rolls and you just end up getting a bit of momentum. I was working at the time as well.
What were you doing? Pull that mic in and just a little touch for me, Pete.
I was picking weeds out of frozen gravel at Syngenta at 7 o'clock in the morning, thinking, what the hell?
Head gardener of the old ICI factory.
Yeah, well, my mum worked there for 40 years. My dad worked there before I retired, and I just left uni. I'd just moved out of my mum's house, and I were renting somewhere and I didn't have a job. So straight away, I just thought I'll do that for now and kind of build the thing up on the side. So I was pulling up outside studio in like white transit van after work and then going up there for a few hours. And I was just trying to build it up. And then it got to the point where I was working with this guy who was an absolute knob and he was trying to get me fired. Proper Jobsworth midlife crisis job. And I just thought to myself, I don't need to do this. And it kind of pushed me to make that decision to go freelance, because if he wasn't there, I'd probably have just carried on pulling weeds out of frozen gravel and doing risk assessments, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But I always wanted to be an illustrator, so I had to at least give it a go. So
well, you're certainly very good at it. I would say you've excelled personally.
Yeah, well, you just do something over time, like repetitive. You just,
just tell the listeners, Pete, some of the brands that you've worked with now.
Well, recently I've been working a lot with Guinness. People like that. Adidas, Nike, Puma.
While you're talking, I'm going to bring your website up for people to see, but please carry on.
Yeah, Pete's on Instagram as well. His website's up.
Football shirts, you've done loads of football shirts. Town, you've been involved with town shirts.
I do a lot of work for football clubs. I've done a training shirt for Huddersfield Town. I've done a shirt that they wore for one match against Norwich a few seasons ago.
Remember you showing us that, yeah.
I didn't realise at the time that we're playing in yellow at home against Norwich.
Ah, yeah.
Who were playing in white. It was so weird.
So they had to wear their away kit.
I think they were their third or something like that. It was pretty odd. But the thing is, like we've spoke before, like in the past about all the rules and regulations,
how they've changed over the years.
So basically, to give you a bit of context, the training shirt that I did for Huddersfield Town with all the maps and things like that, that was supposed to be the third shirt.
Yeah, I remember you saying this now.
Dean Hoyle loved it. All the guys at Huddersfield loved it. FA come back. We can't do it. It breaks all these rules because, I mean, it's different for top four clubs because all the rules that I read, they're all breaking them. But you know, when you're in lower leagues, or whatever.
We're just saying, we've spoken about this before. In the 90s, Pete, they want as strict weather, hence why you got the crazy shirts.
Yeah, look at Hull's shirts in the 90s. Look at all of them, even Norwich back in the 90s.
The patterns.
This is our theory, innit? So, like, I thought they were so mad in the 90s that the FA probably says, look, we need to calm this down. And they've pulled it back so much now that the rules and regulations are just crazy that now you're basically just getting template kits.
Templates.
You might get the odd third or fourth kit for the top four that are...
That's where they can go a bit crazy, a bit... compared to the 90s.
Get a rock star to design one.
Yeah, but every team back in 90s pretty much, they weren't working with templates. I mean, yeah, in Match Winner had some templates in the 80s, but even if it was a template, like the sponsor were good. And most of the best sponsors are all beer sponsors. They ban them as well. You can have a betting sponsor, which is the worst looking logo.
Are they trying to ban the betting one?
I hope they do. Because like you can't have one and not the other.
I think with alcohol and tobacco that got banned.
Who are we protecting and what are we protecting them from?
I don't know.
It's like,
well, I think you'd be more protective of betting sponsors. It's like, easy to just go on a betting app, isn't it, and lie about your age, I guess. Whereas with beer, you literally got to physically go into a pub. You can still lie about your age.
You could blag it with your mum's card on Payday Loans or whatever. Well, Payday Loans is not a betting site, is it? But
yeah, I mean, I don't do it. I've never done it. I'm not a betting guy. Only time I've ever might have done it if my dad says, "Oh, I'm putting something on for Grand National." And I can't even play a bandit, so.
It's not a bad thing, Pete.
To me, it's not like you don't do it. I just hate the look of it. I hate the look, and obviously I know the connotations around it and everything else. And
I think it's an intrinsic part of your personality, not you. I mean, because I'm the same as you. Like my old man loves an accumulator. Yeah. George had me doing one the other day. I didn't have a freaking clue what I were doing. You're an expert at it, but you have fun at it. You don't go daft. Couple of quid, and that's same as my dad. You're not lost to it. But my dad used to take me to horse racing, and I'd do anything I could to get out of going. I mean, going to the dogs or the horse racing to me is like it's a chore to me. Pete.
I've never been, and it's not something that I'd get excited about doing. But yeah, I mean, they're not even allowed to show betting sponsors on kids who are like players who are like under 18. Yeah. So the rest of the team will be wearing the sponsor, and then if there's an 18-year-old comes on, you can't even wear it. Yeah. But they should be banning. If they're banning beer, they should be banning that. But at least beer logos looked good. Yeah.
But how ironic's that the 18-year-old can see it on everyone else's kit? He's not allowed to wear it, but he never looks at his own kit anyway.
No, it's just ticking boxes, isn't it?
It's just bollocks, isn't it?
Ticking boxes.
And this is why people all want the retro shirts, the 80s and 90s, isn't it? Yeah. Everyone wants to collect them. They're the ones that are the vintage now, aren't they? Well, that were our age growing up with that.
There are, obviously you get the vintage ones, and obviously the last few years they've been going bonkers.
And how many teams are reproducing them now, Pete?
Well, this is it, yeah. But like we were saying off air, it's like if you can get the original kit supplier, it's a million times better. But I know people who've got the originals and they're pissed off because that's just
devalues the originals. So
it swings and roundabouts, really.
Definitely.
So let's just back up here a little minute because we've kind of brushed over what is. I mean, how old are you now, Pete?
Just gone 40.
Just gone 40. You're like me. You're doing well, mate.
You reckon?
Is it hyaluron? Skincare. You've worked for some proper companies, mate. Guinness, Adidas, Nike. I feel like you've been a little bit humble here. You really have done some.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
You've done some.
We've got some sat on the table here where we can't not talk about. Not many people have their face on an Adidas trainer.
Unbelievable.
Which they designed themselves.
Let me get the camera on us, George. Just pick a pair of them up.
Yeah, Pete, you grab your trainers there, mate. These are Pete's trainers. Go on, I'll let Pete tell a story about these.
This is the sample, actually. This isn't even the one that came out in the end. So anyone who's got the O Toole, they'll notice on these ones
Pete's face is on inside of the tongue.
The blues are a lot darker.
The Adidas collectors out there will know the trainer.
Yeah, so the way this wasn't even supposed to happen, to be honest. I used to collect Adidas trainers, like vintage ones.
Yeah.
Kind of lost interest over the last few years. I've moved on to footy shirts, as we were just talking about. But
nice trainer.
Basically, you'll know, like, you're pretty up on it. Like the Adidas City series.
Yeah.
So all the ones that are coming out now, a lot of them were based off ones from the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
So Adidas Dublin came out in 70s. My grill was the Mexicana, and I actually got them in the end, and I would just absolutely love that model. But it's basically like a glorified Gazelle.
It is, yeah.
The original, like, 78 Mexicana, I think it was made in Hungary or something like that, the one I had.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, because I know all Adidas nerds are like,
yeah,
it was made in West Germany, Yugoslavia, Romania.
In a mountain.
But they had factories in all these countries. France were a big one as well. They had the French tobaccos from back in there. So anyway, basically, I couldn't find like a definitive list of all the City series. So I decided to do a bit of research. And when I did the research, I thought, well, make a tick list. Well, if I make a tick list, I might as well illustrate it. It's kind of my job, isn't it? Or at this point, it's like I want it to be my job. So I did the research, and I basically found about 200 different ones. Some quite rare, some that were only like released in Japan and stuff like that. And like Adidas Guam, and like there were islands as well as cities. It ended up being like Bali and stuff like that.
Which we know in the last 10 years they've reproduced and then put them back
so you had like Tahiti's, Bali's, all these like islands as well. So I thought, well, I ended up doing 2 posters, and they were just basically all the trainers lined up, and I did a massive A1 originally. I think I did a run of 50. They all sold out, but I'd numbered them, so like once they'd gone, I kind of shot myself in the foot with that. But I ended up just selling like smaller versions and stuff, and it kind of got me noticed to an extent. Well, it got me noticed by Adidas because I got an email.
I was just about to say, how did Adidas approach you then?
Yeah, well, I remember getting an email in my inbox, and I must have checked on my phone. I was in Sportsman in Huddersfield, and I'm with my mate, and I'm like, look at this. This could be either be great, or this could be really bad. Yeah. Because it could go one way or the other. Ended up, it was good. Adidas invited me to go over to the Stockport office, have a meeting, and basically talk about doing some work for them. Meanwhile, I've got a mate in Germany, Daniel, who everyone calls Quote. He had already done a training with Adidas through some, can't remember exactly what it was, but it was kind of like some competition or something like that, and it was like people representing Berlin, and he did his own trainer. So he had a mad collection, like a whole famous photo of like a wall that he's got, and he's got his own things installed with all these vintage trainers, like floor to ceiling, like crazy. So me and him were always talking, and then I'd done this Adidas print. He was in with Adidas in Germany. I was in with Adidas in England. Hadn't worked for Adidas at that point yet. It was just kind of an initial meeting. But I said to Quote, I says, how about we do like one of these posters, but we do it with the favourites from your collection. And then what we'll do, this was my strategy, it's like you can approach Adidas in Herzog. I can't pronounce the name where the head office is. All my German mates.
Deutschland.
Yeah, it's in Deutschland. So, and you can approach them and say, like, we'll do a book about, like, you know, you pick 50 trainers. You can I'll illustrate them. You do your research and kind of like talk about them. And so I did the poster. He brought it to Adidas. They said, no, I'll go back a bit. So the book came after, so we did the poster. I said we wanted to make it an official print. They said, how about do a book instead? So we did what I just said.
Got you.
But the good thing about that was we actually got to go to the archive to do research and photo shoots, and like I literally got into that mecca, you know, like with the doors that's just air conditioned.
What was the building like? Was it like you would imagine
the
it?
The building's nuts. You'll like this. It's an ex-army base.
Oh right.
Yeah.
It's not ex-Nazi, is it?
No, it's an American army base.
Oh right, okay.
And it's weird, that town as well, Herzog, something like that.
Deutschland.
You've got Puma on one side of the river, you've got Adidas on the other. And it's absolutely nuts. And a lot of them they'll leave Adidas, work for Puma, they'll leave Puma, go back to Adidas. I know people who've gone back and forth.
Yeah.
And even like the head of Puma went to Adidas and stuff like that.
It's like when you go in a boozer and barman's changed. And I thought, didn't you used to work in Sportsman? Yeah, I'm in here now.
Yeah, it's like that, yes. I mean, there's nothing else really in that town. And it's kind of, I think what I remember, I flew to Nuremberg, and I think it was about half an hour on the Autobahn.
At excessive speeds.
Sehr schnell. So I can't remember what we were saying there.
We were just talking.
We're talking about I went on a tangent about Adidas in Germany. So so we did this book. We got to go to the archive. Quote did his research. I was just like, oh. Do you know one thing that really annoys me now that I'm into footy shirts more is that I wish I'd looked for more footy shirts, because I would just go into all these racks. Everything's in like white. They're not like you've got like a stack of Adidas boxes out there. Just white boxes, acid free, wrapped in acid free paper. You've got to wear acid free gloves.
So just for somebody that's like a mad Adidas fan, just describe like this. Just describe the room in a bit more detail. So are you going through I'm probably getting a bit carried away, but are you going through a vaulted door and then it's just all white boxes everywhere, or are they in like cupboards? Are they in drawers? How are they stored in this ex-American army base?
The actual, that's obviously a small part of the HQ. The actual HQ itself is mental. It's got a stadium, running tracks, it's court, like tennis courts. It's got everything you can imagine. We went in there. We went into the diner, and there's like different sections for all foods across the world. Everyone in there were from a different country. I remember talking to a Canadian guy. Like they just. I don't know whether they were living there or just visiting there. I knew people there was a guy from Newcastle who I ended up working with at Clark's, but he'd got moved over from Newcastle to live over there. I don't think his wife liked it there, so he ended up moving back, working for Berghaus and stuff like that. But yeah, it was so multicultural, and they have like a bit of kind of a walk that's kind of like a little history of Adidas. So you've got, it's like all these old boots behind glass. So the prototypes of the Predators from the 50s, and they've got shark skin on them.
We've talked about that before. Yeah,
it's bonkers. And anyway, like there's also a secret room there as well. Not a lot of people have been there. It's basically got Adidas Has workshop bench in there and stuff like that. That was open when I was there, so I got.
It's not a secret anymore.
It's not a secret anymore.
Is it open to the public? Can people go on the tour? Is anything like that?
No. It's just for people who are working.
Invited work.
Them,
so it's not a place where
you've got to be in the club.
Yeah.
So when you go into this acid free, wearing these white gloves, are you going down into a?
Basically, it's on different levels, and then you go to the ground level, and there's a room with a bit of a reception in and a computer, because they've got a digital archive as well. So we did a bit of research on the computer and kind of the mini reception. They've got archivists who work full time, people like with degrees in it, like they specialise in archiving things and like that. Everything's white, so you go through this door. I can't remember if it was one of them windy doors, but there are them windy doors in there. So you basically
Vaults.
You go through, and as soon as I walked in, there was like one of them roller kind of shelf units, and they had all these different Adidas trainers on that were in different variation of crumbling, and a lot of them were made in South Africa, and these were the ones that had kind of got mould, and they had to be kind of separated from the rest. They were decomposing, like the old
the rubber
soles and stuff.
Yeah, like in
Rubber
that Ian
sole,
Brown
Beatles reference.
Rubber sole.
So they were all like, well, it's not rubber, it's polyurethane in it, but whatever it is. It were all crumbling, and they'd got mould on them, so they had to kind of be separated from the pack. I remember that. And then we were there for a photo shoot for this. So just to quickly go back, we did the book, and then a week before the book was coming out, they basically said to us, do you want to do a trainer as well? I'd seen the ZX 420 or whatever it is. They were reissuing it. I'd seen it in Stockport.
Right.
Quote had seen it in Herzog, because we used to, when we went over for meetings, it shows everything that's coming out in like the next year, 2 years. We both decided, we like that model. What colour should we use? We basically transferred the colours from a vintage Adidas Denver that Quote had onto the ZX420, and that's where the trainer came from. So fast forward now to where we're in the archive. In front of me, there's like loads of vintage trainers from Quartz collection. These are on the shelf as well, and we're doing a photo shoot for Sneakers magazine. That's kind of why we're there in the archive. And I think it were in Sneaker Freaker as well. So like proper photo shoot. So then basically you've got a section that's got more like metal lockers, and in there you've got like loose trainers that aren't in acid free, but a lot of them are prototypes. So I've taken photos, and there's like gazelles with a zip down the side from 70s. Wow. Things that never saw light of day, like shoes for disabled people, you know, like with like giganticism or whatever. And like the boots are massive, and like they're really, I don't know if they ever kind of made it.
Well, every now and again you can go to Outlet at Stockpoint, you see like a Stan Smith at a size 22.
Shaquille O'Neal size.
We got so, just sort of staying on the subject, we got so excited about them Bob Marley SL72s last year. Oh, we were climbing up walls trying to get a pair, and then they put the bloody RS sole on.
Yeah,
which is a little bit like a disabled shoe. They hire the sole up. You know, when somebody's got one leg shorter than the other.
I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopaedic shoe.
Oh, yeah. Bloody horrible with that sole on.
Because the prototype was an SL72.
An original.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have cried when they
changed
came.
it at last minute.
You got them twice.
I kept rolling my ankle in them.
You tried your best, didn't you? But
yeah, too high.
Listen, stick with me. You don't want that sole on that trainer. It's a great... In fact, I've got a pair on now.
SL72.
Stick with the slimline sole, please, Adidas.
The thing is, nowadays, it's like, for me, it's function over fashion, because if I'm walking around for ages, in them flat ones, I used to love like the...
Suedes, yeah.
Like that kind of model.
Like these, the tobaccos and with a low
like
profile.
The flat base, but I can't walk around Manchester in them. Like, I'll be crippled. So now I'm just basically wearing New Balance now because they're comfy as hell.
I wish I had that luxury. The thing is, I've got size 12 feet.
Yeah,
so
it's harder to...
I love the look of a trainer, and I'll get it in my size, and it's literally like HMS Invincible getting it out of the box. I just look like a big daft tweeny shoe on my foot.
I'm a bit like you, Pete. More to a runner now, more of a comfy runner.
Yeah, and you know what? I used to go for all mad colours as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like white. I'm just getting boring in my old age.
You've got your own trainer, mate. You can do what the bloody hell you want, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I've earned the right to be
You've earned the right,
mate. I don't know anyone else local that's got their face on an Adidas trainer.
No, it's an amazing accolade.
Yeah, well, I think we mentioned earlier Ian Brown, Noel Leon Gallagher.
Yeah.
What's his face? The athlete. Said his name.
What do you say? Not Stan Smith.
Stan Smith.
Stan's. He's not English though. He's a Daley Thompson.
Daley Thompson.
He's got his face on one. I can't.
British people on the Adidas trainer.
I can't think who else.
Somebody must have made an extensive list.
Kate Moss might have had it, but it was like a one-off pair for like a fashion show or something like that.
JK's got his own, but they haven't got his face on. I think we said, didn't we?
I did ask you off air, Pete. What are they fetching on the market now? Your trainer, what do they fetch?
I think around 350, 400 mark.
That's not bad,
I think
mate.
it depends on size.
Yeah.
If you're getting like a popular size,
9s or 10s,
they're going to be worth more.
Yeah, so don't be messaging Pete. Have you got any for sale?
No. Yeah, I'm not selling these samples.
And these are actually the samples. It's printed on the inside.
So going back to the actual thing. So there's the lockers with all like the loose trainers in, and then they've got like the proper archival shelving units where you've got to spin the
big
like
wheel.
A submarine thing, and then they open out, and then you've got everything's in white boxes, white acid-free paper. They've got like a photo of what it is on the end. And they've got another section, like I said, I wish I'd have paid more attention to it. But I did take some photos. I found some like Adidas Germany shirts from the 40s and 50s, some Mexico 86.
You're on about why are Adidas finishing with Germany now? What's the reason, Pete? Why are Adidas ending the contract with the German national side after all them years?
I don't know, but it's the only one they've ever had.
And who are Germany going to have after Adidas?
They've got Nike.
Is that where it's going to?
It's Nike. I thought it got announced before.
I've not seen it. I know that they're having Adidas for this last World Cup, aren't they?
Yeah, I got that shirt.
It's that plain long sleeve with the black cuff.
But they've got I think that might be an anniversary one. They've got like.
Which is very to 90s one, very similar to the.
Yeah, very geometric.
But yeah, it's just shit. I can't believe Germany are leaving Adidas.
Yeah, I mean times change, don't they? I think sometimes it's good for competition as well. I mean, Nike makes some pretty cool kits. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Strange, yeah.
It's just different. Like I said, different times, different people who are running the company now. They might just want to kind of break out, see what some other brands can do for him. It's quite controversial though, but
as long as it's not
every German I know, they don't really follow the national.
No, they don't.
They're not asked about it.
As long as it's not Castor, I think we can all agree on that. Dog shite.
I told Tal not to get Castor, but I mean, Castor are paying people, man.
Yeah,
that's why.
big money.
That's why.
Yeah. I don't know where they get the money from because they must spend a lot on returns.
God, I don't know where they get the money from. It's not for us to speculate, is it? I'm sure they get the money from somewhere, but you'd think they'd make better shirts.
No, you'd hope so, but they've got their hands on Bell stuff now, which is really upsetting me.
Oh, they got Umbro as well.
Oh dear.
They bought Umbro a couple of years ago. Yeah.
What else we got going on here then? Tell us a little bit about your Guinness work. How did you get on working with? First of all, do you enjoy a pint of Guinness? Is this a controversial thing to ask you if you say no?
No, I do like.
You like a Guinness?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Guinness. Yeah. I got working with them, so it's kind of twofold really, but I do a lot of murals for Huddersfield Town around Huddersfield. Basically, I design it and my mate spray paints it up. He does all the hard work. I'm just sat on my sofa on an iPad.
10 an hour.
Yeah, and he does loads of stuff. There's two of them, Tom and Leah, Northern Mural Co. And they do like loads of like different murals around England. And they've been working with Guinness a bit. And then Tom asked me if I wanted to design one that were going up in Manchester. Not that one that you saw, one that was inside a pub. And I said, yeah, and it went well. And then we did a few more. I ended up working with Diageo, who basically own Guinness, through independent as well, because I'd just done a job for Cork City. Just designed a glass for Cork City and Rockshaw.
Brilliant.
Rockshaw are owned by Diageo, Guinness and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Diageo's basically, in the late 90s, if memory serves, Guinness and another company merged, and that's where Diageo comes from. But they own like hundreds of brands. Hundreds. I think they had loads of whiskies. I'm sure they had like Captain Morgan at one point, but they sold all the whiskies off, and I think they just have beer brands now. So you've got like Rockshaw, but they only sell it in Ireland.
Right.
But they're sponsoring the League of Ireland for the next 5 years.
Are they?
So if you ever see any adverts, like they've got Roy Keane on adverts for League of Ireland and stuff like that.
I've got your Rockshaw glass up now.
Everyone, pulled it up now.
People can see it, a glass of our own Irish lager. Never had a Rockshaw, have you, George?
No, I haven't.
See, I like it, but apparently the thing is everyone in Ireland absolutely hates it, and I think it's statistically correct. I think they did some research that people who come from different countries and drink it like it.
Right.
But everyone in Ireland hates it. So
that's strange.
Yeah.
But that's so. Did you get to go? Did you do anything with Guinness in the same way that you did with Adidas? Did you get to go over to Guinness or anything, or was it a bit more a sort of like a remote job?
It's I haven't had anything like that. It's kind of like third party as well, I guess, with the actual Guinness stuff, because Tom's in contact with them more than I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I do talk to him a bit, but to be honest as well, it's like Tom's doing all the hard work.
Yeah.
He can deal with it. I'm just kind of lending my...
They're so big now, Pete, Guinness. They're more popular now than ever, Guinness. I've seen it in Primark. I've seen it the jumpers.
I've got a lot of them, and they're actually proper comfy as well. I think they've just got someone on marketing who knows what they're doing.
Crazy. The Christmas jumper sold out in Tesco's.
They're the David Beckham of the beer world now, aren't they?
I mean, they always had merch. Like any time I go to Ireland when I was a kid, you'd go in Shannon Airport, and there'd always be like Guinness stuff for tourists. And
but it's everywhere
like
now.
Beer towels, but at least they're doing something cool, like with Guinness hoodies and things like that, and like using the road like James Gilroy. Is it James Gilroy? John Gilroy? They're the guy who painted all the old 50s style, like My Goodness, My Guinness. Stuff. Using all his artwork with the toucans.
Some of their old posters are crazy with the horses on and
so good.
Oh, so good.
It's so good. Yeah, that Gilroy guy, absolute don.
He smashed it, didn't he? Yeah, he absolutely smashed it. You've got your town stuff. You've got your... What else have you done on here? I'm just having a little look through now.
Comic magazine. Is that a comic?
Size, Night, Clark's Originals. Your resume is very impressive. FIFA, you look like you've done a bit for FIFA.
Yeah, I did a video for FIFA, actually painting something on the wall. Painting Cruyff when he was a player.
Manager.
Playing for Holland and... playing Ajax, Holland and a manager, in trench coat with Barcelona manager.
Actually,
that was kind of intertwined with Pep Guardiola telling how good he is, and then it's like me painting his face.
Yeah. The Cruyff trainers, somebody messaged up with about wanting us to stock them, didn't they? Them Cruyff, the trainers and the tracky tops.
Was it Rambo, Paul Ramsdale?
Yeah. I think
good old Rambo.
I'm sure he messaged us about he's got a load of trainers and trackies tops.
Yeah, he's been doing a bit of work for him. Rambo's a good guy. He used to work at JD and Scott's and everywhere, and we did a lot of work for him back in there. But he left there a few years ago now.
Reminds me we have to get in touch with him and see if we can get these trainers off him.
Tessuti as well, he did Tessuti.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like in charge of all them.
Didn't they shut down Tessuti? I'm
not sure, to be honest. I'm kind of out of the loop with it.
I'm sure they're closing down. So the
Meadowhall, didn't they?
Yeah, they shut down.
Shut down. I used to go to one in Meadowhall now.
It went. I do remember we walked past and said closing down.
No, we went in Flannels now. I was Flannels there already.
Is Flannels in Meadowhall? It's definitely in Trafford, isn't it? No, Trafford. Flannels is in Meadowhall. Trafford has Selfridges.
Yeah, Trafford's always had Selfridges.
Doesn't have Flannels, I don't think, does it? Trafford?
I don't really go. Last time I went to Trafford Centre, I mean, I used to go in the 90s when it first opened, and now kind of the last time I went, and then I went a few years ago, and I thought, bloody hell, this is run down a bit now, isn't it?
Needs a lick of paint, doesn't it? A bit like Old Trafford.
That was like Mecca when I was a kid, and like you go back, and it's like, what?
I think I watched it in documentary.
It's right next to Trafford Park.
Trafford Park. Trafford Centre built in 98, just before United won treble.
Same like that,
I think it was built in 99, opened in 99.
I was an early goer to Meadowhall as well.
Same, jump on train at Lockwood I did, and straight through.
Yeah. Oh, we used to get on at Huddersfield, to Meadowhall.
Straight through to Meadowhall.
How long was it? About an hour and
that slow
40
train.
minutes.
Every stop.
That train, it goes through Barnsley, it goes through Elsecar, everywhere.
Penistone. Do you remember going through Penistone as a kid?
Penistone,
thinking it was the funniest thing ever.
Meadowhall.
Penistone.
Meadowhall and Trafford as a kid, like day out, wasn't it, with mates?
White Rose Centre don't live up to it, does it?
Do you know what we used to do? It's funny that we're in Wakefield now, actually, but we used to get the bus because I had a bit of trouble at school and I had to move schools before I finished. So I ended up at a different school, and all those kids didn't used to do Meadowhall and Trafford. They used to do Wakey, and we'd get on the bus to Wakey, come all over the tops on it, and we'd come to the market in the centre of Wakefield, and they had a waltzer in the freaking market. So you'd be in this sort of like mid-90s outdoor market with all crap they used to sell. Yeah. Daffy Duck towels and all that shite that used to be in the British markets back then, still is. And there'd just be a waltzer there, just full of all the sort of degenerate kids of that time, smoking weed and tin of Tennants in your hand or
Glory
whatever.
days, mate.
Yeah, loved it. It's not there now, that waltzer. I'd love to go and find it. So we were trying to get you in before Christmas, Pete, but you were travelling. You were off around the world. Where is it you've just been? I want to say Argentina.
Yeah, I just come back from Argentina. I say October I was in Argentina.
Oh, was it that long ago?
I saw a few bits on your Instagram. You managed a couple of games, didn't you? Did you go to watch Boca or River Plate?
No, I went to watch Racing Club in Copa Libertadores semi-final against Flamenco.
It looked crazy.
Jorginho playing.
Did he?
Yeah, for Flamenco.
Your videos look crazy, mate. And
I've never seen that like it.
They know how to have an atmosphere, don't they?
I know, mate. It's literally missed bonfire night in England, best firework display I've ever seen. Like,
so good, isn't it?
No health and safety standards, no capacity standards.
Can you drink in stand there, Pete?
You can drink in stand. You
smoking
can
stand.
You can in Germany, to be fair. You just can't in England.
Yeah.
And any time my mates came over from Germany at Christmas and trying
to
tell them that you're not allowed to have your beer on the stand or you can't smoke on the stand.
They don't get it, do they?
Can't fathom it.
It's nuts.
It is nuts. I mean, when I'm over... See, like, they come to Huddersfield Town games and I go to Hertha Berlin games at the Olympus Stadium, so it's not really a fair trade. I'm over there, I'm absolutely loving life.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty good with pyro and stuff over in Germany, but the Argentines, it's just a different level. I went to a San Lorenzo game as well.
What's the beer prices like in South America in a stadium?
I don't know. To be honest, I didn't drink. I did have a beer at the San Lorenzo game, but the Copa Libertadores semi-final game, I didn't have a chance. I literally got in 2 minutes before.
What's capacity there?
No idea.
No.
But I mean, I don't know if a lot of people realise or not, but you're not allowed away fans at games in Argentina or Brazil. Like, so basically, when you see a stadium that's absolutely rammed,
rocking,
it's literally just home fans.
All right.
Except for Copa Libertadores, and there's a few other cups as well. So there were some flamenco fans there, but it was like a tiny amount. Might have been 5,000 or something like that.
What's the idea behind that then? Is that to stop violence or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, from what I've heard. Yeah, you can imagine.
Did you have a friend out there to go watch her?
Yeah. She helped me a lot with I did a history about Argentina football kits, club kits from 1980 to 1990.
Yeah.
She helped me a lot of that. When I started chatting with her, she sent me some football related on Instagram. And I was at the time that she sent me that message, I was actually trying to source these made in Argentina football toys that were available in the 80s. Right. And I just thought, I'll just ask her about this. And then we just started talking from there. And then she's like, you need to do an Argentina book. Because I'd done an Ireland one and done like a few others. She's like, do Argentina. So she wouldn't leave me alone about it.
Let's just talk a little bit about these books once you've finished your point, actually.
Yeah, so she wouldn't leave me alone about it. And anyway, we obviously ended up doing the Argentina book. And a lot of it was help from her sourcing research and anything I needed to find out, like, oh, what does that sponsor say? She'd be messaging the clubs and everything else. And then she kept saying, oh, you need to come to Argentina. And I'm like, I just called her bluff one day. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. I went out and she literally just showed us around.
Oh, brilliant.
She's absolutely amazing. Unbelievable experience. And I don't know, if you didn't know someone there, I don't know how easy it would be to get around, especially to see the stuff that we saw, because we were in a different neighbourhood every single day. We were going to go to Uruguay as well, didn't have a chance because it's like 2 hours on boat.
So when you say you don't know how somebody'd get around, what do you mean? Physically unsafe, or it's just the actual transport?
No, obviously there are
language barrier.
There are places where you wouldn't want to go La Boca at night. La Boca during the day is Instagrammer's dream, but at night it's a proper, it's like a ghetto. And outside San Lorenzo Stadium got moved, like, quite controversially, from their neighbourhood. Supermarket basically bought the land, flattened the stadium, and moved the stadium like a few miles down, right in front of a favela, like serious favela as well. Like, we had to, the game we went to finished at night, we had to get out of there quick. But it's like local knowledge. I wouldn't have known that.
No, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have even known where the stadium was. Anyway, the San Lorenzo fans have bought that land back, but now it's just empty. It's just like it's got like construction boards around it, and there's nothing there at the moment. But so they're kind of displaced a bit. But where they've placed the stadium's in a really scary area. So you've got there are certain places you wouldn't want to get caught short at, but I mean, more so knowing where to go. Look, you can't beat local knowledge, but knowing where to go.
It's when someone can show you around.
She just brought us to like Ferro Stadium one day, and then she just she was speaking in Spanish, and she got us a tour. We just turned up, and within 2 minutes we were within the stadium taking photos, and she was just really good at like blagging. Call her professional bullshitter because she works it, and I just think if you were on your own and you had nobody there, you could get about. I don't think you'd see as much, but it'd also cost you an absolute fortune in Ubers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in Ubers a lot. We're on trains as well, but I don't think the metro. It's a bit like
the public transport.
Rome, like in Rome, they've got the metro, but it only goes so far because every time they try to dig a bit more metro, they find some vintage fossils, like vintage Roman artifact, and they have to do like 3 years like digging it out and stuff.
The thing is as well, like we're obviously born and bred in this country, and you don't, when you live here all the time, you don't realise how sort of much on lockdown we are with stuff. Like if it's like me and him, where did we go to that stadium and the back door were open and it were like a proper low league little pitch. Where were we? Were we Donnyway or somewhere like that? I can't remember anyway. And he's like, come on, Will, we're going to have a little blast in. Let's have a look in.
Open,
Fuck me, it were like we'd walked onto the bloody set of James Bond, wasn't it? People go, I can't come in here.
Mate, well, I'll tell you this.
It's like lockdown, this country with stuff.
I'll tell you this, and I said to everyone when I got back, it wouldn't happen over here for a Division 4 game. Basically, we had some tickets sorted for this Copa Libertadores game, but the person didn't come through with them. So there were 4 of us. We had 2 tickets, and Yaz were basically going around talking to people, chatting shit, saying he's like this celebrity from England. He's doing work with a club. The president's message. To be fair, the president has messaged me, and we were on about doing some stuff. But she took that and ran with it. And she's basically showing them messages. Look at this. This is the president. And it were all in Spanish. I didn't know what was going on, but you know when you tell by body language this isn't looking good.
But
he wasn't looking good when the riot police came with batons and plastic shields, and they started making a line and forcing everyone who went in to basically piss off. You're getting checked on like streets, nowhere near the stadium. There were like checkpoints and everything else. Anyway, she blagged us in for free.
Brilliant.
Into basically the equivalent of a Champions League semi-final. She blagged us in for free.
Yeah, you would never get away with that, yeah.
You can't even walk into a Division 4 non-league with a place with no barriers around. I went up to Stars Hall, right? I used to play foot up at Stars Hall, and back in 90s, there were no lottery-funded boards around the pitch. So I thought, we'll go up there because I was doing a photo shoot with this vintage clothing. These guys were basically still vintage football shirts. And we had like these fake moustaches. They were putting on these proper tight Nottingham Forest shirts from 1981 and stuff. And basically, when I went up there was this pitch. It always had like a stand around.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I know which one you mean.
I know what you mean. Burton or someone who played there.
Yeah. It's an old mental institute for people that don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. And they've got like pictures and stuff. It was like halls of residence until recently as well. And anyway, I thought, we'll go on this pitch here. You're not getting on that pitch. There's a dude comes out and he's like, "Oh, what you doing?"
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean.
This is in the middle of nowhere. And to be fair to that guy, we told him what we were doing. He's like, "Go on, boys, you're all right. Do you want to come in and take some photos in changing room as well?" He was sound as
That's Huddersfield Town's women's official
it is,
place to play.
That's
now,
the same place, it's the same place, and it's a really nice setup up there.
Yeah, I went up to a balloon festival up there once, if you remember, and a reenactment festival. Loads of people dressed as Vikings kicking fuck out of each other. They were great.
I didn't know them existed in Huddersfield. I've seen stuff like that on the internet. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was all up there. Balloon festival, reenactments.
What do you mean, balloon festival?
Proper, like balloons, hot air balloons. Yeah, I think they ran it up there a couple of years. It was a long time ago.
I remember
mid 2000s. Yep, balloon festival.
I've never seen a hot air balloon in Huddersfield. Yeah. That's mad. So random.
Too many hills, isn't there? They don't think they can get high enough.
Plus, it's like in the middle of a forest, that place as well. So I don't know how they'd even get them up half at the time.
Yeah.
God.
But you can't even walk onto like a non-league, Sunday league.
Nuts,
if I came and tried to park outside your house on a patch of grass in this country, somebody would be out. You can't park there. It's mental. We're on lockdown. Every little corner of this country is absolutely on lockdown. They've even got car parking machines and ANPR cameras now on Slough Canal.
Really?
Oh, mate. Honestly, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like the most... You wouldn't even know that there was a car park there unless you were from Slough, but there's cameras, we're watching you.
You've got to pay for parking everywhere. So the way you go around Europe, they don't have to pay for parking anywhere in Europe. Yeah. It's just us.
You go to a French service station, there's showers. Yeah, park your camper van there for the night, crack on. It's awful.
I must admit, whenever I come back from I'm in Germany quite a bit, so I'm always using Germany as a reference, but you come back from Germany and Berlin and it's so easy to get around the city, like even as a foreigner.
So much more chilled as well, isn't it? Don't you think, Pete? When you go around Europe,
but it's cheap. I mean, to be fair, there ain't like even barriers in Berlin. You're supposed to have a ticket, and they'll just do random searches.
Yeah.
I've never ever been stopped and searched for my ticket. I've always had one, to be fair. But apparently they're like stepping it up a bit now and they're doing a lot more frequent. But they trust you enough to just do it. I mean, if they had that in England, no one would pay.
No. Mate, you can't even drop somebody off at the airport now. All the major airports. That really annoys me. It's £10 to drop somebody off.
Manchester's absolutely ruined it, man.
Oh man,
it used to be all right. That
you used to have 5 minutes. 5 minutes in and out.
I think it's somebody's job to sit there and go, what are we not charging for now? Well, put some money on the trolleys. They're not having them for free anymore. If they, and if they ain't got £1, they're gonna have to carry their freaking suitcases, even if they're 80. No, I'm sorry, you're not having your £1 back. And if they want to drop somebody off 5 minutes, it's a tenner, that pal.
Yeah, that really annoys me.
And what you get to a point in life where you hear about something so little and insignificant like that, but you're so fucking angry about it because it's like, why are you charging people to drop them off? But there's a series of about 50 things that are all designed to just strip your wallet of any last little bit of money you had left after the freaking childcare bill and the water bills landed on your doorstep. I'm going off on one, so I'm going to stop.
You can see it in my eyes.
Shut up, Will.
You're mad, man.
Back to your But back to your books, right? People listening will not know anything about these books, so just explain, because they are wondrous. My little lad was absolutely intoxicated with the lovely free ones that you gave me last time.
Yeah, well, but I took it upon myself to research and document. Well, I'm trying to research and document every football kit in the world from 1980 to 1990.
That's a big task, that.
This is amazing.
I wanted a project that were going to last a while, like a side project.
God,
and it's something I'm into, you know.
You enjoyed it as well.
I've got them up here on the screen for the people at home. They can actually see exactly what it is. So they are like paperback books. And are they so people can actually search for them, Pete? Is the title of them Studio Toole Strip Club? Is that what they'd put in?
That you'd probably put the. I mean, what are they called?
Putting you on the spot here now, aren't I?
There's like, if you just go to Walbury and put in Studio Toole into Walbury, and they're only sold on Walbury.
They can buy these, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy them. So I think we've got 6 out at the moment. I've done the whole of Iceland, Republic of Ireland. Scotland, Italy, and there's a couple more.
You're not done England yet? You're not done
Argentina, Australia. No, with England, there's so many teams per season. But I mean, I do what was the first division pre-Premiership, because that's in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I'd do 4. I'd do second division, third division from 1980 to 1990. But I'm trying to get my research right for that, because it's got to be right.
Got to be right.
I mean, they're all right as they can be. Like, I'm in touch with people from all the different countries, like experts from the different countries.
How long does one of these books take to put together from start to finish?
I'd say at least a year.
At least a year.
Yeah, I reckon 6 months research, and I'm talking like newspaper archives, buying magazines, programs, like going deep.
Yeah.
And I'm going week on week.
Home shirt, second shirt, third shirt.
Everything I can find, one-off shirts, cup final shirts. And you're talking about stuff in Republic of Ireland in the mid-80s. It's like almost not even... I mean, a lot of these, well, like Iceland and stuff, they're classed as amateur. They weren't even classed as professional back then. So you're trying to find it, and you work with a lot of black and white photos, and then it's figuring out and asking questions like anyone got this original
You got to remember, at this time, these teams would have had that kit for 1 season, maybe 2 seasons, and God knows where they've ended up, in someone's loft or someone's garage.
And a lot of the times as well, they're not sold commercially. They're just literally, they're buying from Adidas a template and they're putting a sponsor on, and then they might sometimes they even go over the sponsor the next season with a new sponsor. They just repatch.
Yeah. Remember
they were built to last, weren't they? So it's the countries that you've done then. So it's every shirt from. Just explain that again.
From the top league. So from a lot of, like in England, the seasons would be 80-81, 81-82, 82-83. It's not like that everywhere. So in Argentina, it's 1980, that's 1 season. 1982 is another season. Up until like 1985, and then it goes 85, 86, 86. So you've got to figure out even what the seasons are. Because when you're researching, like, well, is that 1984? Is that 1985? And it takes a long time.
Have you had a situation where you've done one of these books like to the absolute utmost of your ability and then discovered a shirt you've missed or something like that? Have you?
The Ireland one. I did the Ireland one early doors, to be fair, and I was just so excited to do it because I'd found more information that I never thought I was going to find, and I should have clarified more stuff, but I did find a shirt later on that was one Shamrock Rovers wore it against Man United in a friendly pre-season 84-85, and it says like Irish Cargo. It's just massive white thing, and Irish Cargo's real small in the middle. And I thought, although it won't worn like officially in a season, I'm like, now I found it, I'm gonna have to put it in. But then at that point as well, I'd figured out how to use the newspaper archives better. I found, like when I first started, I might have had like 4 pictures per team per season. Once I got into it and I figured out how to use the newspaper archives better, just through experience, I've got so much info on every single team now. There were shirts that I didn't realise existed. So basically I redid the Island zine. So the one you get now is the new one. You can't get the old one anymore. But at the same time, I added all the first division teams. So Ireland only had a first division. It started in 85, 86 from memory. So you've got it's doubled in size, the book now. And I think Ireland just literally announced a few weeks ago that they've just introducing a 3rd division. I don't know if it's next season or season after. So, I mean, it's mad, isn't it? That they haven't got a 3rd division yet.
Crazy. Well, whilst we're on about shirts, you have brought a few which are behind you. So, hearing about Ireland. So let's have a look at a few of these.
Right, talk us through it. Do us a little favour. Just shift your blue thermos mug from well out in front of the. I've still got your face.
Camera.
Yeah, just get
That's the camera.
That's the one. Yeah.
So, which one have we got here, Pete?
Well, seeing as I just come back from Argentina, I thought I'd bring some Argentine-made island shirts.
Long sleeve as well.
So I've got the original here somewhere as well, so you can tell the difference. This is the European version.
Yeah.
So you're up on that camera now, buddy. So if you want to just flip it round there, there you go. The one here,
in the middle.
On the stand in the middle.
Middle,
that's the one.
Pointing at you.
It's got you. No, it's got a fish eye on it.
Yeah, it's on it.
Nice.
You're live.
So that's the original Islands '94 shirt. No, that's the Argentine version. I was looking for the island flags on the sleeves.
I remember this from '94 World Cup.
Yeah. So you got your man on there.
Roy Keane on the back.
So this is the original '94 away shirt for Ireland. So the differences would be obviously the sleeves on the short and the long sleeve version are green.
Oh yeah. Not many people would notice that.
So that's on both. Obviously the actual green itself slightly different.
And the badge is fully embroidered. Adidas and the logo.
Yeah, the Adidas is white on the original. It's black on the Argentine version. And even the badges on these two are different. That's embroidered, but that's kind of like...
heat pressed.
Heat pressed. But it's not massively accurate. The shamrock's dodgy.
Ah.
But they also did... Argentina also made some Italian 90 shirts as well.
Right.
Like the home ones, you know, with like almost that boomerang pattern in the background.
So what we got here? Talk me through this again and I'll give it.
The front two of the Argentina versions, long and short sleeves.
So these are made in Argentina?
Made in Argentina, yeah. So kind of like, I'll talk about it in a bit, but...
why were they made in Argentina? Why would we make them over there and then ship them to...
Well, they weren't available over here. They were made for the Argentine market. They had licensing.
South American.
Like we talked earlier on, a lot of countries had licensing. I think...
So got licensing for the template of these shirts?
Well, to manufacture Adidas in South America. Cork had one, Three Stripes International. They basically manufactured everything at Adidas for Ireland. So yeah, but obviously there's certain differences with these.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd already had that before. Yaz sourced me both of these as well. This is it, like.
So what's the Irish connection, Pete? Why are we into the Ireland kits? Is there any Irish in your family?
Yeah, all my grandparents are Irish.
Right,
so
there we
I've
go.
always followed Ireland.
Right.
Been going there. I was looking through some old photos the other day, and I think my first time I went to Ireland was '86. I've been going every
right.
since. Like my grandma still lives over there.
Right, excellent.
But they all emigrated in like the '50s over here, and then some moved back later in life. But I've still got a lot of family out in Connemara, Galway. My mum and dad got a house out there. They're over there pretty much half of the year.
Connemara's northwest, isn't it?
It's just west, kind of middle.
Midwest.
Midwest. Yeah, so Connemara, it's like about an hour outside of Galway. It's literally middle of nowhere. That's where my lot from. But I'm actually going to Cork for my brother's stag do next month.
Right.
First time I've ever been.
And you've got a Cork shirt.
So, yeah, that brings me nicely. Anyone would think I'd done that on purpose. So, I mean, this is a classic.
The Guinness.
This is the Cork City, I think, 88 to 91.
Yeah.
They wore it like one game. I think it was a cup final in 1988, and then they wore it fully for the next season.
And this is the classic Adidas template. Is it?
Well, it's a bit different to the German one because the stripes are a lot thinner.
Right.
But obviously, Three Stripes International in Cork decided to do their own version. Right. And a lot of people, like, this is the famous one, but in this season, another 3 teams played in this template in Ireland. Yeah, Limerick had it as a home kit, Athlone had it as an away kit, and Galway had it as an away kit. But that's the one that seems to be going. It was in, the guitarist wore it in a Beautiful South music video. I can't remember what song it was. I think it was 90 or 91.
And that's all
it's on YouTube, you can find it. So that's, I mean, that's pretty famous. I mean, the Guinness is embroidered. There's a lot of fakes.
It's all flock, innit? It's all in flock, I think. Like
even the
felt.
Adidas logo's in flock. The Guinness is in flock.
So much better Pete than hitting the plastic crap nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I've got.
So these are all originals, aren't they? They're not replicas.
Yeah. Then I've got an mid-90s car. Is it 95, 96? I can't remember off the top of my head. But that's the proper puff flock.
Yes, I remember them.
I mean, that number is like cardboard, man.
I was reminded about European games where they had to have the block number on, so they for European rules, want it with teams with bloody stripes, etc.
It's actually got a player's name on there, Grant.
They've just like knocked it off. It's probably match one. I didn't even realise.
Might have been. Yeah.
And then you see all the jacket pattern in it as well. There's
I can see it.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You don't see patterns like that in shirts anymore, Pete. Very rarely.
Yeah, there's been a few of the Adidas third kits, you know, where they're bringing the trefoil back. Like, I got the Juventus one. That's got some kind of...
That's got something going on there.
They've got the new Roma one as well. That's a bit like that.
Adidas are stepping up a bit now with third shirts, I think, with the trefoil again.
Yeah, but, I mean, I always loved Cork City shirts, and I were buzzing when I ended up working with them a few months ago.
I remember that sort of phase where they just had Adidas and no trefoil or nothing.
Yeah, well, this is like the Adidas equipment.
Remember 92, wasn't it, when they started?
Yeah, so remember they used to have like the logo there, the Marseille shirt.
And Rangers.
Yeah, Rangers. They all had them. Sweden, like Ireland had them as well.
It was like Euro 92, World Cup 94, everyone had the Adidas equipment.
Yeah. That was like, when did that start? 1990?
I'm sure. 91? They were still in trefoil in 90 World Cup, and by 92, 94 and 96 they'd gone to equipment.
Do you know, like, I can't remember what president said, it's like, well, when I first got into office, the first thing I asked about Area 51, when I first got into Adidas, the first thing I asked is like, when are you going to use the trefoil again on actual shirts? And they're like, I remember the guy saying at the time, is like, we never will. But then Nike, you see, Nike brought back the Helvetica logo, the Futura logo
with Nike underneath it,
and it was just for the odd third shirt. And then Adidas has started doing that as well now, which I like it. So now they are actually wearing the trefoil in games. Obviously, the third shirt's not going to get as much wear,
but they're very popular to the market because our age group, that's how we remember the shirts, and the 80s and the 90s, everybody wants it.
To me, it's like you'd be stupid not to
do it. So they are doing it now, aren't they? Obviously, I'm Man United fan. The last couple, the black shirt this season is a trefoil.
Yeah.
And the one last year, the white one was a trefoil, and I think they were best sellers.
They're like they're a type of there's like an exclusive range in there. They have so many marquee clubs.
Yeah.
And they'll do like I think Celtic are doing them now.
Celtic, United, Roma. Munich, Madrid, the teams with Adidas. Every time you go to Stockport, there's always something in because they're the main 4 or 5 teams that they have out there.
Yeah.
League clubs anyway.
Well, you're on about Pear Mill.
Pear Mill, Stockport. Yes, every now and again, because my missus lives over that way, so I'll stick my head in. You never know what you might find in the samples range.
I've been up there before,
Yeah, I do like sticking my head in there.
I've got an old Pear Mill factory card. You needed to get a card back in there.
I remember, yeah.
I've got one still at studio.
You had to show it to go in, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's a bloke in Pear Mill with loads of Johnny Marr guitars somewhere.
Yes.
We've never been allowed in. Show us what else you've got.
So my friend Jun from Tokyo. So I've got a man in Tokyo who's helping me research for the Japan edition book. And he sent me I didn't know he was sending me this. He sent me this, right? And it's on my Instagram, but basically Maradona and his 2 brothers did an advert in Japan for Nova Coffee. And it was a print advert and it was a video advert. And they're playing football in this shirt. This is the shirt that they all wear in the advert.
Let me see if I can find this advert.
It's not a team, Pete. It's just for a commercial.
It's for a commercial. And my friend, John, he sent me this. I didn't know. He said, I got this a while ago. I thought you might like it.
And at the time, Maradona was with Puma, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was always with Puma.
Yeah.
Then he's got tags. It's like brand new with tags.
That's crazy.
Don't tell the missus.
That must have been 80s.
Oh yeah, late 80s. So this is the thing, right? So
with Maradona's little signature on the sleeve.
Do you know, like everyone says in England, it's like, like football didn't exist before Premier League. So like in Japan, J League started in 93?
Yeah.
Before that, there was football in Japan. This is because I'm focusing on 80s. I'm doing all the research. So it was the JSL, the Japan Soccer League.
They had some crazy shirts, didn't they?
Amateur. So you basically, all your teams are factory teams. So you've got Nissan, you've got Hitachi, you've got Mazda.
All with big sponsors on.
Yeah.
Right, I've found this. Carry on talking, gents.
But they didn't. Have you found the
I found the advert. Okay, so we've got the original shirt.
Nova TV, 1988.
1988, Diego Maradona, number 10. Very badly sewn on the back on the original shirt.
And then his two brothers are in it with him as well.
Probably what he used in the commercial, that I bet.
Yeah, let's have a little look. I've got the video here, but Maradona commercial. Let's have a look.
What's this, coffee?
Yeah, no coffee.
Cold coffee. In a can.
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee in a can.
I wonder if this still exists, this company.
Asahi.
Is it
Asahi?
Yeah. Beer.
Might be owned by them then.
Yeah.
Ah.
Does Nova coffee still exist?
Arigato gozaimasu. He's still going, is Diego here?
I think it's going over around repeating itself, mate.
Oh, was it?
Is it on loop?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the advert. It was his brothers in that advert as well.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is the shirt.
Hugo and I can't remember the other lad's name, but Hugo played for like Ascoli and played for Rayo Vallecano in Spain and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's got his little signature
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the...
So that's obviously like a promo thing, but it's like it's mint. It's got the tags
Mint,
on it and everything. He just sent it me. And I know a few people on Instagram messaged, I've got that, but they haven't got it in that condition. It's like the Puma logos come off.
It's brand new with tags, that.
It's brand new with tags, lad.
Brand new with tags, get on the site, lads.
How much you have to pay? Not for sale.
I don't think I'll sell that, to be honest. I love that.
Everything has its price, Pete.
Said the $1 million man.
When I saw Nova, I was thinking of a shite Vauxhall car from the late 80s, early 90s.
Shite, how dare
Oh,
Right, what colour Vauxhall though?
GTX, was it? GTR, something like that.
Remember, I'd wind down windows.
Mad what people... So he's still shirt collecting, Pete?
Yeah, to be honest, I buy quite a lot of shirts, but I'm kind of stockpiling them. Like, I don't wear them that much.
Yeah, I'm same. I don't wear them. I'm a collector, but don't very rarely pull them out.
Yeah, I got loads. I probably got about 9 when I was in Argentina.
Did you?
None of them vintage, but I got like some new ones.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, like Racing Club and stuff like that.
Do you have a special... I have a storage box where I fold them all up.
Well, yeah, I had them like that, and I'm thinking some of these, like, they're folded on the actual sponsor.
And you don't want to
take them
bend.
out in 20 years and it's all, like, wrecked, so I've started hanging them now.
Right, yeah.
But I've put a cover over, like, the rail because the sun's a fucker, man.
Yeah,
to keep them out of
mine's
waste.
in the attic in the dark, so
yeah.
I hang all my United ones, all my England ones.
But I don't know what's the best way to do it. Like, you ask collectors, some say in a box, some say...
Yeah, it's got to be airtight, and if it's in a box, you don't want all moisture getting into them.
I don't think moths like those kind of materials either. They're sort of more sort of cotton eaters, aren't they, moths? We had a problem with moths, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Did you?
Mothballs.
In summer especially. We bought a lot of mothballs, didn't we? I think we just saw a lot of moths on the floor dead.
We bought these mothballs.
I remember mothballs from the 90s, but I never actually looked into what they are.
Mothballs are some sort of chemical. And I think it actually took the skin off mine and yours throat. These bloody Amazon mothballs.
I keep a couple at the bottom of the wardrobe all year round. Really? Just shove them in corners.
The first week you put them down, well, we got them off Amazon and they were Chinese as well, so there was no sort of British regulations on them. But the first week you put them down, you go to bed and your eyes are streaming and the skin's coming off your throat. But I tell you what, them little fuckers aren't eating your clothes. I can tell you that for nothing.
Yes, mothballs in your wardrobe.
Yeah, you're slowly poisoning yourself at least. Your cardigans are.
Keep all your jackets and your shirts sound.
Yeah.
You don't, in winter, all right, though, there's too cold for them.
Yeah, they don't come out. And you think like moths are eating your clothes. You think like, you know,
it's
something
tiny
off,
little holes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you think like Hannibal Lecter. What's that film called with the big moth as the cover?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. I'm thinking, fuck me, there's some big fucking ass moths in my clothes. When you actually catch one of them, they're tiny, tiny little things, like maybe 5 mil long. Just little brown ones, and you'll just pull something out, and it'll just fly out, and you're like, oh, we got moths. We got moths.
Cotton as well.
I've literally never had that problem.
Never
had a moth problem, no.
I hope we haven't jinxed you now.
A lot of it's though, if your windows are open in summer, if you keep your windows open for a bit of fresh air, they fly in. Shut your window at night, and they're in.
They only eat certain materials, and they tend to be natural materials. Your cottons, your hemps.
90s and 80s polyester.
No,
should be all right.
They're not a lover of 90s polyester. I can guarantee you that.
Polyester tastes like shit, man.
What's the latest shirts you've designed, Pete, for anyone? Have you designed any teams lately?
No, to be honest, the town ones were the last one.
Last ones you did.
The thing is about my job, every job's completely different. So yeah, I might design shirts one day, but I might be designing prints the next day.
Right.
You know,
what do you enjoy doing most? Prints, shirts, books?
Depends.
Preference?
Like, if I could just do my football kit books and get paid for it forever, I'd just carry on
doing
doing
that. You love the research on that, don't
Yeah,
you?
I love it, but it's hard because it's so time consuming, and sometimes you're doing it, it's like, I need to stop now because I need to actually do something that's going to pay me. Because I'm not making no money off the magazines. It's a proper passion project. It's never going to make money that I've put time into.
I don't know. Weirder stuff happens at sea. I tell you that for note.
Maybe.
I rang you in the summer. I think it was around about the time when I saw that. Do you know what's really strange, right? I've just looked at this picture of the Guinness mural you've done on the side of that Irish bar in Manchester. When I walked down that street, I was actually going in that bar. I was going to see if I could get a gig in there. And I just saw your name on the wall. And I had no clue why your fucking name were on that wall. And I thought, why is... No, I didn't even look up. And I've only just put 2 and 2 together.
There you go.
Ah, it's because it's at the bottom of the mural.
It's at the bottom of the mural. Yeah. But when you're stood there at the bottom of the mural, you're not... It's like,
because
it's not obvious.
Were you in the beer garden?
Just next to the beer garden, yeah.
Yeah, because like you can see that mural when you're on train going to Manchester Airport. Yeah. But unless you're in the beer garden, you can't see that it actually extends down and kind of along.
So I'm just like, why is his name on the wall? But I'll have a little selfie with it anyway because I know him. But what I was going to say was, you said to me when I rang you up, you were doing something for Oasis. Can we talk about this?
You can now, yeah. If you look on Proper Mag. Instagram, they've literally posted it up the other day. It's released now.
Let me find this now.
What did you do, Pete?
We did a magazine. It wasn't just me. It was me and Adam, my business partner at Grammar Studio. We designed a magazine for Oasis.
How are you spelling Proper Mag? Proper mag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a little look, see if it comes.
So what's it entailed, Pete? What will be?
So there's a lot of history. It's kind of like. Do you remember them? Books and stuff back in the day, it's like unofficial guide.
Yeah,
and I'd always have to say unofficial. Well, ours is official, but we're making it look like it's one of them unofficial guides. So it's like an unofficial official guide because it was through Warner Music. So I mean, it's been a bit of a long job. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a full-on magazine about the history of Oasis and stuff like that. And I don't know if you've ever read Proper Mag, but they've got a following of their own, and the kind of way their language, the way they write, their tone of voice is like very. It's funny. It's good. It's a bit like Monday Almag vibes as well. So it's kind of written in that tone of voice. So yeah, I've done loads of illustrations in that. I'm waiting for one to show up actually, so hopefully I'll be able to post some photos of it soon. But
I was just about to say, is it out? Can people buy it now? Or?
Yeah, apparently it's on the Live 25 website.
Is it?
It's on. You can get it on Proper Mag's website. If you go to Proper Mag Instagram,
I'm struggling to find it. To be honest, let me have a look on my phone because
see if you can find it.
It wants me to log in,
so you can buy it online. Has it got a title, Pete? The magazine, just Proper Mag Oasis.
It changed about 3 times. I can't remember.
Did it?
What the latest one was?
All around the world.
All around the world, yeah.
So which part? It's just a picture of the front cover. That.
Oh, not giving too much away, lad.
Well, how long ago did they post that?
So we can't actually see the work that you've done that you've put into it. I don't think.
No, but when one comes through letterbox, I'll post some photos.
We'd love to see it. Let me just cut to the.
Basically, drawn them Noel and Liam through ages, different outfits and stuff through the ages of them.
Yeah, Proper Mag all around the world. So, is this actually out now? Is it? From much they looked at, how much they've been missed.
Just before Christmas, they posted that.
Yeah, I missed it.
You can get it now. You can get it now from the Live 25 website as well as our own
on the Oasis
online
website.
shop.
Yeah, so you can get it. I think it's about £12. Same as Proper Mag, Monday Almag. Remember when magazines used to be like £3 from Morrison's?
I know, mate. Times have changed.
You used to get free CD with like NME magazine stuff, Q magazine and stuff like that.
Getting tracks out and think, I'll go buy that album.
Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't have mentioned that actually, because I literally only found out that it got released. No one even told me that it had been released yet.
What, they just sent you a copy?
We definitely would have mentioned it.
Yeah. Well, I've ordered a copy. Hopefully they'll send me a few as well.
Well, I've got to say, surely you worked on it, they'll send you a couple.
But it's been a long job, that, man. It's probably lasted best part of a year.
Has it?
Yeah.
So your illustrations in there, then, they are actually of the brothers?
In their
outfits?
There's a whole section that are just bit like talking about the outfits they've wore through years.
Looking forward to that one.
And then there's a whole other section like the A to Z of Oasis, and there's loads of illustrations about places they played, like signs on bars and stuff like that.
Put some serious work into that.
Then. Yeah, it's
see if we can get a couple of copies signed.
It's a serious project, and it's a big one as well. I just wish that it had come out when they were still doing.
Yeah, well, hopefully the next tour.
They'll be doing a European tour next year.
Did you see? Our little post yesterday about the doing the movie soundtrack for the new Ryan Gosling film?
Let's see if we
what
can
film
order.
Is it?
Oh God. Project Hail Mary, it's called. It's a sci-fi about Ryan Gosling's in space. It's a little bit. The plot's a little bit like that Adam Sandler film from the other month, where he meets an alien in space. The human race is doomed. Blah blah blah. It's right up my street. He hates all shite like that, so he won't sit through it. But
I can do stuff like that.
I love stuff like that. So yeah, and there's a new mix of. I don't know whether it's actually a new mix or whether it's just that they've drawn his voice away from the music, but. The trailer for it, the second trailer for it, is Champagne Supernova, but it's just Liam's voice coming in and amongst Ryan. It's really interesting. It's on our feed from.
I'll check out this. I didn't see it yesterday.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find a copy. So I'm going to order as well.
Are you ordering one now as we speak?
Absolutely.
You could have got it here. I'm going to have to drive to bloody Huddersfield now to get him to sign it.
You have to have me back on, boy.
Yeah, definitely.
Mate, we'd love to have you back on. We'd love to have you back on. So what you got planned for this year, 2026? Anything big in the pipeline, or are you just head down, arse up, carrying on working?
Yeah, I've just take as it comes, really. I've not got anything massive in pipeline, work-wise. Yeah, just like I said, the beauty of the job is you don't know what's coming next, you don't know what's around the corner. Still got loads of murals for Hitachi to do. They kind of paid me for some murals. I've done half of them, but it's kind of like waiting for the briefs.
Hitachi as in the power tools?
Yeah, but they've got the ones I work for are the ones that make the trains. So it's Hitachi Rail.
Oh, wow.
So they've got offices all over the shop. I've just done a mural that's gone up in their office in America, done some in Australia, Berlin, the London head office, kitted out with my murals. So basically they'll pay me a lump sum and they'll say, right, I want you to do like 5-6 murals, whatever it is. And I've just been because the guy I deal with has to deal with each section. So if he's dealing with the American guys, he's dealing with the German guys, and they all have different. You want different outcomes. Yeah. It's always got to be specific to the area where it is and stuff like that.
Hitachi were the first sponsor in England, weren't they, for Liverpool?
Liverpool, yeah.
Yes.
And it's mad they had their own team for years in
Did
Japan, yeah. Hitachi factory, yeah. They played in the JSL.
Hitachi power tools are now Hikoki, I think I'm right in saying. I think the power tools has changed its name to Hikoki. I need to just double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
Pub quiz knowledge, isn't
That's some pub quiz knowledge. When I built my house, during COVID, I built an house. And I bought...
Was that house up for sale?
It's up for sale, mate. If anyone wants to buy it...
I see it. I think I have a little nose here, that converted barn.
Time to go now, It's time to sell it.
Come on, Atticus, get your hands in your pockets. It's not cheap, but I'm sure you can afford it if you want to live near York.
It's nice, done a good job.
Yeah, it's good. I'm a skilled engineer. Not a lot of people know it. Do you know what I mean? And I bought a little mini digger off Facebook Marketplace. Brilliant. Went to Manchester, and this little mini digger had been the mini digger for the local garden centre. Yeah. And the diggers, like, you don't do mileage, you do hours. Yeah. So it had like super low hours on it. It were old. It were like 25-year-old. And it was an Hitachi mini digger. Oh, it was fucking brilliant.
Kid in a candy shop.
Oh, I loved it, mate.
My neighbour is directly across the road bought a mini digger. He was buzzing about it as well. Like, why is it with men of a certain age
diggers.
And mini diggers?
Oh, we're loving life. I sold it. I put it back on Facebook Marketplace for $1,000 more than I paid for it. And a Polish fella turned up to buy it, to take it back to Poland. Very weirdly, though, it's an interesting story, this, so I'll tell you. Where I live, right, I'm surrounded by quite posh people with lots of horses. In fact, my immediate neighbour's part of like the local hunt and stuff, so we have all the beagles there and all that sort of stuff. This Polish fella turned up, whipped his door open, and I don't know whether it was to like intimidate me or something. Didn't speak much English, but I knew from the texts I'd been getting that he wanted to buy this Hitachi mini digger and take it back to Poland. Opened his door and 5 dogs jumped out with him. So it was like Beyonce walking down the road with buffered by these 5 hounds, right?
Well, he come from Poland for this?
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that he was coming. I'm assuming he came from Poland, but originally...
He'd need passports for all them dogs.
I don't know. I don't know what the score was. Anyway, come towards me with these dogs at the opportune moment that my neighbour's coming out on a hunt horse, right? The dogs attacked the fucking horse.
Oh, Jesus.
So my neighbour's on her horse, this huge, great, beautiful steed. This Polish bloke's trying to buy this digger off me, and all his dogs are attacking her on the freaking horse. You've never seen out like it.
It's like something off locks.
Oh, mate, there's blood everywhere. She's screaming. She can't get off the horse. He's shouting in Polish to get these 5 dogs off this horse. And I was just like, oh.
Did he buy the digger?
I still sold him the digger, mate. Yeah,
Yes, he did.
$6,000.
What did your neighbour at the horse say?
Oh, she was fuming. Anyway, he gave her all... He managed to get his dogs under control and off the back end of this horse, put them all in the car, and gave her some details of what she thought was his details, because obviously she was in a bit of shock. Anyway, she did go to the police after, and the details were just absolute total bollocks.
So did you give
So when I went on the went on the Facebook and I went, look, that's the guy, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know any Polish names, but Vladimir Yokov or whatever he were called. Give her the details, but yeah, nothing ever came of it. Nothing ever came of it. I think the horse had to have some sort of like whatever the horse equivalent of a tetanus is or whatever.
Yeah, it's not on that, is it?
Oh, mate, we're awful, honestly. But there you go. Went on a tangent from your little Hitachi story.
Wow. So we go from Hitachi rail to your transaction getting derailed.
Great digger, that though. Great digger. Loved it. Always
you got one of them train tracks in your garage?
Nah, mate, I ain't one of them.
You sound like one of them guys, like proper into your machinery.
I do like weird stuff. I do like me weird stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed having me digger. I've got several lawnmowers and I've got a couple of ride-ons. You know you've made it in life when you've got a ride-on.
Yeah, to be fair.
Westfield it is.
My mate had a ride-on lawnmower when we were kids and I thought that's something to aspire to. Yeah. He also had a field. Like, it's like, it would my garden would be no good having a ride. You just do up and down, then it's done.
Yeah, but you'd look good in front of the neighbours, wouldn't you, on your ride-on?
No, I look like a dick because it's not in proportion to the garden. You know, like the people who live on an end terrace and they have massive gates.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, fair enough if you're living in a mansion.
With your initials, welded into them. Yeah.
He doesn't do it for me.
Funny. Yeah, well, we're approaching the 1 hour and 20 mark, and I'd like to leave some in the old memory banks for next time you come back, if you'll come back.
Of course, I've got money over earlier, so I have to dig some more shirts out. If people are into talking about the shirts and stuff like that, we can do more
we do have
stuff
some
like
collectors, I know we do. Definitely, because I've just sent some United shirts, so I'll add in Manchester prints and does all name sets and official sizes and stuff, you know, like the players' spec.
Yeah.
So there's some shirt collectors that are followers, definitely, so I'm sure you'll get some people messaging you about your trainers and that.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely...
It's different, like, these trainers, football shirts, football in general, you know, it's just different. It's nice to chat about
people collect all sorts, like programmes, ticket stubs, shirts.
Yeah,
whatever you're into.
You're an interesting guy, mate, and you've got a lot of facets to your collecting side, haven't you?
Facets, thank you.
Facets. And your office is cool as well.
It is pretty cool. I haven't been there for a few weeks. It's been too cold, man. I've been staying at home. I'm building a home office.
A
home studio at the moment, yeah. So I had to get replastered, new window in, painted up. My mate's fitting a desk. I think he's going to do that in April.
It's a big building to keep warm on that, your spot, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Is that as well as the office then, or are you going to look to move out of there?
It's as well as, so I can do some work from home, and also I'd never move out of the office. Unless he boots me out, like. It's nice, like we were saying earlier on, it's nice to have somewhere, when you work for yourself, it's nice to have somewhere to go to work.
Definitely, a workplace, yeah.
When I first started, I was working in like a spare room in a rented house that I was at, and I'd be working till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not getting up till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's having that
once
I got the studio, and I was like, right, you're getting up at this time, and you're going to be at work for this time, and you're going to finish at this time.
A bit more structure.
Just a bit of structure, and it helps, like, to kind of get you balanced when you're working for yourself, because my biggest worry as well is that if I'm working at home, like when I first started out, when I really needed to put the work in because I had no clients, no nothing, I had to kind of make the name for myself. I thought if I were working at home, I'd just sit on like N64 or whatever. Well, it wasn't that long ago. You know what I mean? I'd just start DOSing or whatever. I didn't, to be fair. And I just, started going into work. But I was, I put the hours in. I was sleeping at work sometimes. If I had a job on, like, I remember doing a job for Guitar Hero when I first started, and it was like a 2-day deadline. I literally slept at the studio, a camping bed, slept there. I was willing to do it. I ain't got that energy anymore. I don't have to do that anymore either, to be honest.
Yeah, you're in a better position now.
This is the 16th year this year that I've been freelance.
Have you?
Crazy.
Freelance is a hard gig. It's not an easy thing. You never know how much money you're going to make. Last year I had a decent year. This year might not be the same.
Well,
you know what I mean, it's
you get out what you put in, Pete.
A lot of the guys that I knew growing up that went on to do what you did at uni and stuff, they ended up like, and one guy that was a super clever guy and a mate of mine, he ended up working for Perry's, and for some reason he had to take the badge off the cars. So in certain adverts they'd have to remove the Vauxhall badge from the like generic advert or whatever. And that was his job. And he'd done all this degree in graphic design and art, and he just looked, when last time I saw him actually, he looked like the most demoralised person on the planet. So to carve out a career like you have from, what a lot of people were going into at that time as well. It was a super popular course to go and do, mate. You've absolutely smashed it. You're one of the lucky ones, I guess.
And, I mean,
not just lucky, but hard work.
Yeah,
as
don't get me wrong. It's been graft, and you could make one decision differently, and you might be. It's the same with life, innit? You might be doing something completely different, but I like to think that when the opportunities came, and still when the opportunities come, I'll put the work in. But I think now I'm more selective with what I put effort into, because you don't have the energy. I don't have the energy as much, and I've got a bit of experience now. I was just basically saying yes to everything. I'm getting paid fuck all, for want of a better word. But now I'm like, well, this is how much I charge. Take it or leave it. I don't care if I don't get the job or not, because you value your work. And the way I see it, and it's always hard when you want work, but then people don't want to pay you a lot of money to do it, especially when you're starting out. You've got no clients, no experience. It's like, you got to find a balance, and you end up doing stuff for less than what you probably should. But now I'm in the position where it's like, no, look, this is the price. You either pay it or go somewhere else. There's someone who will do it cheaper, but it won't be as good. Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like now, Peter O'Toole, now the brand. You are a brand within your own right. But
like I say, it's been built up for 16 years.
It's been built up.
Now.
Your artwork's super distinctive. You've got the accolades behind you. You've got the companies that you work for, and that's the joy of doing it for so long.
I've always got that behind me. It's like, my work speaks for itself. The clients speak for you. Think all these clients have got to work with someone who's a time waster, I like to think I'm very professional when it comes to work, and I've never missed a deadline, and every job has a deadline, you know what I mean? So not just like the way the work looks or whatever, it's like actually being a professional. Like I did loads of jobs before I did this, like I was saying about picking pros. It was like, I used to work at KFC, I worked at Next, I worked on building sites, I worked on loads, I was cleaning toilets at a pub before uni, you know what I mean? At Sovereign, that's not far from me. I did loads of jobs, but a lot of them, like I got like something from each job, whether it was dealing with public.
A grafter, Pete, you're a grafter, Pete.
Punctuality.
Time's a big one for me. If you're late,
I've got like little things from all of these jobs, and then you put it into your own experience. Then, so it's not just like the things that you see on the website. Like I like to think that I'm punctual and everything else when it comes to actually crunch time or whatever it is. But it's again, you do something for 16 years repetitively, you're gonna get better.
Get better at it. Yeah, and you did our Don't Tell the Missus logo as well. Yeah. You are responsible for that.
The amount of people that shout that out to us now, Pete.
I mean, that's a great little catchphrase. Though,
it's brilliant, isn't it?
We did it for that, didn't we?
Yeah. For the shirt,
the bottom of it.
Well, the amount of people that buy stuff off trainers or whatever. Oh, I don't want wife knowing that I'm buying more gear. It just sticks, doesn't it?
It just works.
Initially, I said to you, we need a catchphrase, and we were using something else, weren't we? And then I went, let's just put "Don't Tell the Missus," and we were both like, yeah, it's not going to stick that, but we'll do it for now. Fuck me, we've had people stealing it last year. People stealing it last year on the posts. We're closed. Don't tell the missus.
No, I won't mind, but it's the exact same kind of thing that you're doing as well in the stealing it. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's quite clearly our little thing that in it now. So don't tell the missus, but it's a great image. I love it.
The thing is, like, if you sat down and did like a proper session trying to come up with a tagline, you'd never come up with something as good as that.
It would just throw away.
Sometimes it's just them ones that just appear.
Yeah.
And they end up being the best one.
falling down from the sky.
The people seriously shout, "Don't tell me it's at you."
we every single one of them Oasis gigs, like us going to them Oasis gigs, was like.
Oh yeah, but you are like you rave so much about Oasis. People go to you for information.
Crazy. My little lad was like, "Dad, you're famous," and I'm like, "No, mate, I'm not." But then you'd walk another 2 yards and be like, "Don't tell the missus, don't tell the missus." In fact, the streets were ringing out at all them gigs with the shouts of "Don't tell the missus" in and amongst all the Oasis tracks.
You have to write a song about it.
Yeah. So, I think we're going to wrap it up at that. I'm just going to give a big shout out. We're Green Attic. We're now moving into music promotion.
Yeah, the gigs are coming up.
Got our first gig March the 7th. I'm playing. Surprise, surprise. We've got Frank and the Beats, who you will have seen on the podcast, and we've got Pierce O'Brien as well. So it's going to be a really good night. Pierce
do you need any gig posters too?
Mate, I would love, but I've just listened to you telling me how expensive you are. So
I'd recommend you to a student. Let them get to work.
Got to build that relationship a bit more. I've got your bottle of champers out the back, mate, and a back rub. So yeah, Pete O'Toole, where can we check you out? Instagram,
Facebook's Peter O'Toole art, one word. My website's Peter like the middle line O'Toole.co.uk. But I mean, if you're on my Instagram, you link to
all the
everything
links,
else.
all the links are there.
Yeah, and like I post one kit a day for with the Studio Tool Strip Club stuff. I do the books, but I also post one kit from. It could be anywhere in the world. Every single day, I think I'm on like 1,500 days now.
Brilliant.
So if you
started a similar time, I started doing Duolingo, and I've got streaks on both of them.
if you're super into your football shirts and you want to take it to the next level, I cannot recommend these books enough. My little lad had them out all the other night because he's super geeky.
He's asking me to do English one, isn't he? I'm literally going through some, before I came here, I'm going through some Coventry City programmes from 80s. And Crystal Palace ones as well. So I'm doing my research. It's active. It's active. Just I'm also doing Netherlands research as well.
Just done Norway, I think, haven't you?
Norway, yeah. I've done the Norway research. I've started drawing up. I'm halfway through drawing that up. There's a new zine coming out, hopefully next week or week after, Switzerland. That's the latest one I've been working on. Because I thought, it'd be easy to find stuff on Switzerland. Bloody not.
Yeah.
So I had to go through about 1,000+ papers to get what I needed.
Switzerland's famously expensive as well. So are you importing these? Are you finding them on the net?
What I'm not buying the newspapers. No, there's archives, man.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. So you just straight.
You've just got to find out where they are. Like some are more difficult to access than others. Like Belgium's a nightmare, but. Somehow got onto it. I basically messaged. You needed to be like a library card holder in the country and a citizen of the country for a lot of them. But if you message them saying you're doing it for research and you're like remote there, you're in England or whatever, if they believe you, they'll give you a password and stuff.
Oh, right.
So cool. I mean, I'm learning basically like crap historian as well, like a ghetto historian. Like I'm sure historians will be looking at what I do and they'll be like, that's not how you record history. But like I'm doing what I know. Like I'm cross-referencing stuff and like different archives and it's fun.
Back in the day, they used to before we had the internet, they had them. What do they call them? Fish machines, where you used to put the see-through bits of paper on the thing. And
I've been through like at Huddersfield Library. I've gone through. You see them on films, don't you? Like the scrolling through, and it's all like inverted. So it's like white on black text. It's like The Ring. I remember The Ring. She's like looking at some articles on that, and it's like the scrolly thing.
Oh, my old man's super geeky on all the family history stuff. Microfilm. Super geeky. And when I was a kid, we'd go into Huddersfield Town Centre and he'd go on his microfilm looking for the surname Bloy through some parish, Sandringham Parish bloody registry from 1712.
That's
and I'd just...
man.
Rock around Huddersfield.
But you can get, like all that's available. Well, most of it's available on BritishNewspaperArchive.co.uk.
Yeah,
you can. I think it's like £15 for a 3-month subscription. The only thing with that I don't like is where they've scanned, because I'm looking for images. I'm not really looking for type unless it's describing something that's in the image. What they do, they kind of like they'll scan in the paper, but then they'll almost photocopy it, so the photo comes out really crap and dark. You know, and then you compare that to Switzerland, and they've got like colour photos in the papers from like the early 80s. Like, so that helps a lot with kits, because when I'm working with like black and white kits, figuring out what colour the kit is half the problem. You might have all the details, you might be able to see the sponsor clearly, who made the kit clearly, but then you think, what colour is it? And I can't do it without knowing what colour it is. So that's when I'm having to get in touch with historians for specific clubs to kind of cross-reference and get information as well, you know.
Googling the players in that kit, what if you can find a player's name from the time.
This is the thing, it's like...
They don't exist.
What we're searching for, so Alan Ball, right? So he's coming up a lot in my research, because he played for Blackpool in 80-81, then he played for Southampton in 81-82, but then he played for Eastern in Hong Kong in 83-84. You try to find Alan Ball playing for Eastern. I was looking yesterday. I can find Blackpool. I can find Southampton. Can't find him in Hong Kong. No. I've got loads of Hong Kong research. I bet his family have got some. I bet some pictures. Yeah, well, this is it. It's like trying to get in touch with Alan Ball's family, like just to find a random Hong Kong image from 1984. But I've got a lot of Hong Kong research, because I did find a stash of Hong Kong football magazines off some Russian website that you can download for free. Obviously, you're having to translate the pages, but you can figure out. Like from there's some really good images. So I've got Trevor Brooking playing for the same team in that season. Amazing photos.
They must have paid some good money that year for them to go over there.
Well, this is the thing. It's like we're going back to Japan and the J League. It's like when the J League launched, they had marquee players. That's why Lineker was over there playing for Grand Passat.
Yeah.
They took Zico out of retirement. Brazilian flamenco legend Zico. He literally came out of retirement to help them launch that league.
Crazy, isn't it? Same with George
and Best. And they had a few Italian guys,
Best, they did it in America, didn't he? And that.
He did it in Australia as well. Then you've got like Keegan played in Australia, Bobby Charlton played in Australia.
They've all tried it, they've all had their hand.
Like, you know, like when I'm going through all this information from 1980 to 1990 in all these different countries, you've seen these players, the same players crop up. Maradona is everywhere, and I'm talking early 80s when he was hardly known as a youth player. Like as a prospect, all the way through to just being fully, you know, the man. You know, so he always comes up. Cruyff's always turning up. Can't really think who else now. There's a lot of like Italian players who crop up in different countries, and then you kind of tracking the careers like inadvertently.
They're all paying good money to go and launch the leagues. Similar with Beckham. Beckham, the MLS won it. And then
there was a few like Jorge Campos. Jorge, is that how you pronounce it? George Campos, the Mexican goalkeeper. Carlos Valderrama. There was a few of them in the originally launched the MLS, because the MLS was, I think, the idea was started before USA 94, but it didn't happen until after USA 95. That's an interesting story.
Well, the World Cup's there this summer, and we'll see this summer how much the ticket prices are extortionate to try and get a ticket.
I think you said on your last podcast, like, do some research, figure out how much it was back in the day. It would be nowhere near what it's like now. I reckon it's all been a massive marketing scheme to get Messi over there to promote this. You got Messi over there early enough to kind of get enough eyes on the MLS in America before. And then obviously you've got the Club World Cup that happened.
That sort of flopped, didn't it?
I enjoyed watching it, to be fair.
Stadiums were empty though, weren't they?
But yeah, I don't care about that stuff. I only enjoyed it really just because you've got teams that wouldn't normally play each other. Like South American teams playing, you know, English teams or European teams. And they were obviously doing all right. The South American teams did quite well because they were still mid-season, and also the climate's favours.
This is the thing, the climate this summer, how far England will go, how deep they'll go into the competition with the heat.
But it changes wherever you play, doesn't it? Like, there were one where they had to stop because it was thunder and lightning. But they do what they do in baseball, and they just stop for like 4 hours and then carry on.
Oh, do they?
Call it off. I went to a baseball game in Chicago once, and it was pissing it down. And they stopped it, and I waited there for like 3 hours. I'm like, I'm just off home now. I'm not waiting until the rain stops. I got home and just ended up watching it on me and telly.
And they fired it back up.
Oh yeah, it's weird. It's like over here they postpone it straight
just be
away.
done with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see. Let's see what this World Cup brings us this summer. I'm going to go England till about quarters, semis, then we'll be home.
Well, hopefully Ireland will get.
Troy
Pirates doing us pretty.
When
good.
is that playoff?
It's March, I think. Is it March?
Right.
When's the actual tournament?
Well, season finishes in May. Usually back into June, innit? So every couple of weeks.
Don't quote me on it, but I thought it was March. But yeah, we'll see. But
I want all the home nations to. Well, Scotland, England are there. I'd love Ireland to get there. I don't think Wales are already finished. Are they done already? Don't think they qualified, did they? I think they missed out.
They had quite a big win last time out, though, didn't they? Did they smash?
Are they in playoffs or not?
I'm not sure. I don't think they're the same playoffs as us.
I know it's the playoffs up, and then it's the last. They're the last set to get through to complete the draw. Because the draw's been done now for the groups, hasn't it?
I don't. To be honest, I don't follow it as much. I do follow it when it gets to the tournaments. Yeah. But all this Nations League stuff.
No, it's only Euros and World Cup that I really follow anymore with international scene. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's always good to watch something, like when the season ends. You need that gap filling, don't you? So it's always nice every 2 years.
Yeah, there's a tournament on.
Yeah, something happening. Yeah, right. Well, we've cracked an hour and 35 out. Don't forget to get your tickets for 7th of March. Frank of the Beats, P.S. O'Brien, and my good self and my band will be playing in Oldham. So, yeah, if you're about, come down.
Oh, yeah, I'm always hanging around Oldham.
Hang around, come on. Bring them bloody gig posters with you. Yeah, nice one.
Nice one, boys. Cheers.
Don't tell the missus.
I won't.